In a moment that has stunned the global fashion world, BTS's Jin has officially ranked number 2 among the top influencers of Women's Milan Fashion Week 2025, generating an astounding $9.75 million in earned media value, YMV, with only 2 posts. The figure not only underscores his unmatched influence, but also cements his place as one of the most valuable faces in the fashion industry today. The data, tracked by Launch Metrics, revealed that Jin's presence alone rivaled top fashion influencers and celebrities who posted dozens of times throughout the event. With only a couple of carefully timed and immaculately styled appearances, Jin managed to eclipse many full-time influencers, models, and even other brand ambassadors. His name surged across platforms like Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, and TikTok, as fans and industry watchers alike marveled at his ability to capture attention and headlines so effortlessly. Gucci, the brand Jin proudly represents, also ranked number 2 among all brands at Milan Fashion Week, generating an YMV of $31.66 million, much of which analysts credit directly to Jin's engagement. The synergy between Jin and Gucci is being hailed as one of the most successful brand-celebrity collaborations in recent memory. His La Famiglia Gucci look, white shirt, tailored black trousers, and signature minimalist luxury became one of the most discussed and reposted ensembles during the event, spawning thousands of fan edits, fashion breakdowns, and media coverage across continents. Fashion media in the US, Europe, and Asia are calling Jin a fashion economy unto himself, noting that his 2 posts outperformed entire influencer campaigns. Vogue Italia called his Milan appearance elegant disruption, while WWD dubbed him the silent force reshaping celebrity branding. With only 2 photos, Jin didn't just walk into Milan, he owned it. And with every step, he's rewriting the rules of what fashion influence looks like in the digital age. As the dust settles on Milan Fashion Week 2025, one name remains etched in headlines and industry reports: Kim Seokjin, known globally as Jin of BTS. His appearance was not only a visual highlight but also a financial powerhouse, becoming the 2nd highest influencer in terms of earned media value, YMV, for the entire week-long event, an achievement made more impressive by the fact that he accomplished this with just 2 posts. Fashion experts and marketing analysts alike are calling it a masterclass in minimalism meets maximal impact. According to Launch Metrics, Jin's YMV of $9.75 million outpaced dozens of full-time fashion influencers and models who flooded the platform with content. His understated yet magnetic style, timed with surgical precision, proved once again that true influence isn't about volume, it's about resonance. Even more remarkable was the effect of his presence on Gucci, the luxury fashion house that Jin currently represents as a global ambassador. Gucci ranks 2nd among all fashion brands showcased at the event, with an YMV of $31.66 million, a large portion of which is directly attributed to the buzz surrounding Jin. His look, curated from the brand's Spring/Summer 2026 La Famiglia collection, was elegant, subdued, and utterly in line with Jin's sophisticated brand persona. The white silk shirt and sharply tailored black trousers became instantly iconic, featured not only in fashion reviews, but also in viral fan tributes, meme culture, and luxury style blogs. Jin's effortless domination of the Milan scene also marks a larger shift in the fashion industry, the global takeover of K-pop idols, not just as musicians, but as cultural architects and luxury powerhouses. Unlike the traditional fashion icons who rise through runways and editorial spreads, Jin represents a new era where pop culture, social media virality, and brand power intersect. His ability to bridge audiences, from armies in Seoul to fashion critics in Milan, is unmatched. Critics in American fashion media took note. Publications such as Harper's Bazaar, The Cut, and Business of Fashion featured glowing articles on how Jin represents a quantum leap in male celebrity branding, citing his ability to be both relatable and aspirational. Meanwhile, celebrity stylists and editors across Europe hailed him as a style renaissance man and the face luxury brands can no longer afford to ignore. What's more astonishing is that this success comes right after Jin's return from mandatory military service. His Milan appearance was his first major public global outing. The message was loud and clear. He didn't just return, he reigned. With the world watching, Jin stepped onto the Milanese stage not as someone trying to reclaim relevance, but as a titan reminding everyone why he is at the top. It's also worth noting that Jin's brand presence doesn't end with fashion. He is also the global ambassador for Fred Paris, a fine jewelry brand under the LVMH conglomerate, and is rumored to be in talks for collaborations with major American media and beverage companies. His own beverage line, Genie's Lamp, despite recent controversies, has continued to trend in Korean media and even sparked curiosity among Western investors intrigued by the Jin effect. In the broader picture, Jin's success reflects a potent truth. K-pop idols are no longer just musical acts. They're global forces that move markets, shift trends, and set cultural agendas. And Jin, with his calm charisma and consistent grace, may well be the most poised to become the ultimate ambassador between East and West, fashion and fandom, tradition and modernity. From Milan's cobblestone runways to the screens of Times Square, Jin's face, name, and influence are everywhere, and it only took 2 posts to remind the world who he is. American fashion analysts are now calling it one of the most economically effective brand activations in Fashion Week history. Jin's 2 social media posts, not a full campaign, not a full runway appearance, generated nearly $10 million in earned media value, placing him at number 2 globally, behind only one other fashion figure. This isn't just a ranking, it's a financial wake-up call for luxury fashion houses, especially those still hesitant to collaborate with K-pop idols. His performance not only lifted Gucci's standing to the number 2 brand in Yembi during Milan Fashion Week, with an incredible $31.66 million, but also redefined how brand power can now be built. Gone are the days when dozens of influencers attending every show created the highest value. Jin did it with just presence, elegance, and precision. This paradigm shift has drawn comparisons to Rihanna's Super Bowl Fenty reveal or Zendaya's Louis Vuitton campaigns, but with one major difference. Jin isn't just a fashion figure, he's a cultural ambassador, merging entertainment, music, luxury, and diplomacy into one global persona. American media such as WWD, Vogue Business, and Fashion Network USA have begun dissecting this phenomenon. Headlines like, "How Jin of BTS broke the fashion value scale," and 2 posts, $10 million, Jin's genius brand power, now dominate newsletters and editorial pieces. Some even question whether Western celebrities can still compete with the wave of K-pop domination in the fashion world, with Jin as the clearest example of global leverage. His comeback from military service is not just a return to the spotlight, it's a rebirth. Where some stars fade after service, Jin exploded with more force than ever. His emotional presence in Milan, combined with his sharp visual identity and polished composure, triggered a global response that has yet to settle. Meanwhile, social media platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram saw global fanbases trend hashtags such as #JinGucciKing, #MilanBelongs to Jin, and #VisualKingReturns. The hashtags not only trended globally for over 24 hours, but they also created viral digital ripples picked up by marketing agencies, public relations experts, and even Harvard Business Review, which reportedly plans to feature Jin's Milan case in a marketing case study about celebrity influence in the age of Gen Z and AI-driven branding. Even Gucci insiders, who initially maintained silence, were seen resharing fan edits, praising Jin's elegance, and hinting at future major campaigns involving him. Rumors now suggest that a Jin x Gucci capsule collection is in early discussions, further establishing the idol as more than just a face, but a potential creative collaborator. For Jin, who has always projected humility behind his achievements, this success is only a chapter. But to the media, it signals a shift, a new age, a recalibration of what star power means. And as Milan fades into memory and Paris prepares for its next runway, one thing is clear. The runway didn't make Jin a star. Jin made the runway matter again. As the numbers continue to circulate across luxury business forums and marketing summits, experts are now declaring Jin's Milan appearance a once-in-a-decade marketing phenomenon. While many influencers require dozens of posts, sponsored campaigns, or weeks of coordinated content to approach even $1 million in earned media value, Yembi, Jin reached nearly $10 million with just 2 posts, a feat so rare that media analysts are calling for a reassessment of how luxury brands calculate ROI on celebrity engagement. Fashion industry executives across the US and Europe are privately acknowledging that Jin's appearance may have altered Gucci's brand visibility in markets they previously struggled to dominate, particularly in the Gen Z and Gen Alpha demographics across North America, Southeast Asia, and the Middle East. This cross-generational and cross-market reach is what makes Jin so valuable, not just a face, but a global force of emotional connection.